State versus Michael Davidson. Breaking or entering, theft.
Sorry, Your Honor. There's no action to take on today's date.
Okay. 15-123, State versus Kristen Rowe. Possession of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, tampering with physical evidence.
Judge, I represent Christina. There's no action to take today. I believe full discovery has been provided, save potentially any lab work that would have been done on the alleged contraband, but we can figure that out prior to, well before trial. So.
15-117, State versus Rebecca Connor. Methamphetamine with purpose to deliver, drug paraphernalia, other drug-related charges.
I think there's still some outstanding discovery issues on this case, so there's no action to take on today's date.
We'll leave it as scheduled. 14-209, State versus Christopher Brophy. Terroristic threatening.
That's another one. We had continued for the course of many months to monitor his progress, and I'll speak with Mr. Chisholm about that at the break, and hopefully we'll have a resolution today.
Quality later.
Thank you, Judge.
15-22, State versus John Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I'm looking at a police statement here in case number 2014-62. Did you go over this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the document?
Yes, sir, it is.
Do you feel you understand what's set out in the police statement?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to 2 counts of delivery of methamphetamine and 2 counts of unlawful use of a communication device?
Yes, sir.
When you plead guilty, you don't get to have a trial, and you also cannot appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything other than this sentencing recommendation, which is in the statement?
No, sir.
Have you been threatened or pressured in order to get you to plead guilty to these crimes?
No, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
It looks like that, did this occur in December, on or about December 30th of 2013 and on or about January 3rd of 14?
Yes, sir.
And apparently you sold some methamphetamine to an individual working for law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming talked on a cell phone to arrange that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, sir, I'm going to accept your pleas and to judge you guilty. On each count, you'll be sentenced to 5 years in the Arkansas Department of Correction, that to run concurrent. You'll pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, a $200 public defender fee, a DNA fee of $250, a drug crime assessment of $125, a $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the rate of $100 per month, beginning within 60 days after your release. And what is to happen in 15-22, is that also a pending case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Once again, you've gone over this document, have you?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charges against you in
Yes,
this
sir.
case? And the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, driving with a suspended license, and disorderly conduct?
Yes, sir.
As in the previous case, when you plead guilty, you give up your right to have a trial and right to appeal.
Yes, sir.
And are you also entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Not been promised anything other than this recommendation?
No, sir.
Nor pressured to enter the plea?
No, sir.
And you're also guilty of these crimes?
Yes, sir.
On or about January 20th of this year here in Baxter County, were you in possession of some methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
Were you driving on a suspended
Yes, sir.
license? Okay. This time, sir, I accept your plea and judge you guilty for possession of methamphetamine. You'll be sentenced to 5 years in the Department of Correction, 5 years for possession of drug paraphernalia, and on driving on a suspended license and disorderly conduct on each charge 90 days in the county jail. This will all run concurrent and with your previous case.
Yes, sir.
You pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine, a $200 public defender fee, a DNA fine of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, and a $20 booking fee. Once again, your payment's gonna be at $100 per month, beginning within 60 days after your release from incarceration.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the judgment is going to reflect that Mr. Lewis is entitled to 90 days of jail time credit that he's already served in the
You
magistrate.
receive every day's entitled.